everybody, welcome back to Instapot with Poonam. Today's a really good video. We're actually gonna listen to some of our feedback, and some of our followers really wanted us to make sambhar, and so we researched and dug up some really good traditional recipes for you, and you can quickly put this together. And I think when you're planning your meals on Saturdays or Sundays, or even if you have last minute guests, you know, this would be a really good thing to have with idli or dosa. And so traditionally that's what you would eat it with, but people can even just drink it as soup on its own too. So usually it takes a longer process, but we've condensed it so you can get it done really fast. And so let's go ahead and get through our ingredients so that you know what you need to buy from the store. So you will first need cumin, rye. Also, this is called methi, but it's fenugreek in English. Asafoetida or ing, dried red chilies, some curry leaves. This is tuar dal, but in English it's small pigeon peas. Also, we have ginger or adu, gur or jaggery. And then we have this sambhar powder, and you can buy this at the store, or if you're an online shopper, you can probably find it on Amazon. And then salt, red chili powder, and then amli paste. So if you don't know where to find amli paste, you can also reference our amli paste video or the tamarind paste video, and that will help you make this and freeze it. I've actually pulled it out of my freezer because I had it made from previous. And then we have onions, drumsticks, and we call this tindora, but it's actually small gourd in English. We have eggplant and tomatoes. And then we have cilantro for garnishing at the end. So, a lot of ingredients, but I think that if you go to our link, you'll be able to get everything step by step. You'll also know how much to get of each thing, so you won't get lost in the store or forget something. So I've already turned the Instapot on saute mode, and it's already hot. And you'll want your improvised glass lid or your Instapot lid if you have it. Remember, when you cook, you can cook under your venta hood so your house doesn't smell, if that's something that's a big deal for you. So we're gonna get started. So you're first gonna throw in the spices into the oil. So we just throw all of it, and then we'll stir it all up. And remember, you do this so the flavors become intensified, and the curry and everything will cook really good with the spices. So we'll let that cook for about 1 or 2 minutes, not very long, and then we'll get to the next few steps. Okay, so we've got all the spices heated up in the oil. You're then gonna add the tuar dal and all the rest of your other spices. Just throw it all in. And that's your amli or tamarind paste. That's gonna add a really good kick to your sambhar too. So just stir that up really good. Once everything is spread out, we're gonna add the water, and then we're just gonna go to manual mode on high pressure and cook that, and then we'll get to the next part of making the sambhar. But we're pretty much almost done to shut it and start the pressure cooking. Remember, all of your amounts and ingredients that you'll need are attached to our link, so you won't get lost, and you'll always have an organized way of following our cooking. So now you've put the water in, we're gonna shut the Instant Pot. Make sure you seal the top so that none of the steam escapes from the Instant Pot. Let me just move this to the side. And then you're gonna turn off saute mode, and you're gonna go to manual mode, and you're gonna scroll up to about 15 minutes. And then we'll let the steam out manually when we're done. And so we'll come back to that part, and we'll open it up and get to the last part of this. Okay, so the alarm went off. I already took the steam out and turned the Instant Pot off. So now we're just gonna get to the second part of making the sambhar, which is, again, really simple. So we're gonna open this up and show you what it looks like. And so in this part, you're gonna be adding vegetables into this. So you're gonna be also adding more water. So we are gonna go ahead and dump all of our vegetables in. So we got our eggplant, onions, tindora, drumsticks, and tomatoes. And then also to help kind of intensify the flavor and all because we added vegetables, we're gonna add a little bit more of the Sambhar powder just to make sure that we cover for those veggies that we just added in. And you'll get the measurements in there too on our link, so make sure you follow that. And then you're gonna add more water into this to help cook those veggies. Now the next part of this is a little bit different than what we usually do. So we're now gonna close, well, we're gonna stir it first, and then we're gonna close the Instant Pot, but we're gonna be on low pressure, not high pressure like we usually do. So that's just the one step that you're gonna have to remember, that this next part is on low and not high. So once you've put all that in there and gave it a good stir, you're gonna close it back up. Make sure your vent is closed so the steam doesn't come out. Lock it in. And then you're gonna go to manual mode, pressure button. So it's on high right now, you don't want that. So you're gonna hit pressure and it's gonna go to low and you're gonna go down to 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay everybody, so the timer went off. I've already released the steam for you, so you don't need to watch that step. Just be careful that you do not stand behind the Instant Pot when you take the steam out. But you will be able to smell all the nice seasonings in this Sambhar and it's so good. But you can give it a good stir and see that the dals have actually split, so you know they've cooked, and some have actually disintegrated a bit. The tomatoes are soft. I mean, everything is ready to go. So you are ready to serve, and it's piping hot, so be careful when you pull it out of this. And you can serve this, like I said, with idli, dosa. If you want to eat it by itself with some rice, you can even do that. And then just make sure you can make sure and garnish with some cilantro. Now, some people have a preference that you like it a little bit more tangy. And so if your family prefers that, you can always add a little bit more of the tamarind paste. And if you want it of a stronger flavor, then you can also add a little bit more Sambhar powder once you've tasted it and see if you want it stronger or not. So like I said, it's a really quick and easy way of making some Sambhar. You can store this in some glass jars in your fridge. You can even freeze it for later on. So different ways you can use this in planning meals. But a really easy way of making a traditional Sambhar, and I really do think you'll enjoy it. So thank you for the suggestions. I'm glad that we took you up on it and practiced and tried it. So I hope you do enjoy it. Please share your success. Let us know how it went. And be very free to give us suggestions. We're always welcome to try it in the test kitchen. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and please make sure to subscribe at the bottom. Thanks.